Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I'll be doing a money and career reading for you. It's not personal, but take what's for you and leave the rest, sticking around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take the energy from when you see the video to a few weeks out. We're going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle for you, see what may be coming to light here, or something you may be focused on during this time period. Round and round. Round and round. Trying to figure out what the hell went wrong, right? Somebody didn't get hired. You don't understand why. Everything seemed great at the interview. They said, oh, you seem to be just what we're looking for. And then they send you this message saying that you they chose someone else. It seems like this, I've heard of this happening a lot. Interview going massively great, and you're so positive, and you're telling people, I think I got the job, and then you have to be like, no, I didn't end up getting the job, right? So don't, I feel like saying don't, don't tell anybody until you actually get the results. We have trust. Trust in yourself, man. That's what it's about. Trust in yourself and know that even if this opportunity doesn't work out, something better will come along, and that's why it didn't work out. All right, let's read from the book. We have the number 25. Round and round. It's a protection message because it is in reverse. Essential meanings: the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Your protection message: are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round and possess the key to your freedom, be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant, filled life with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. Okay. Beating yourself up about something, it looks like. Trusting that what is yours or what is meant for you will never pass you by as well here. Something just may have not went right, and you may be, instead of beating yourself up about it, maybe taking that energy and reevaluating how it went and what could have changed so you can get to a better spot, better point of view. Trust yourself. Develop self-trust and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. Begin to plan carefully for the future. Self-trust is far more than a flashy show of confidence. It is deeper and farther reaching than that. It is security at the very core that no matter what, our wisdom matters and it is best. It allows for flow and for faith in oneself and the way you do things, moving and choosing in the world. Self-trust is full of acceptance of self as well. As accepting oneself becomes easier, this self-trust will begin to shine. This gives great momentum to anything we choose to tackle or do. Obstacles. Getting over it quickly. If something fails, then just try again. But really take a look at how it went down, what your part was to plan it. Accept it. Don't drone over it. Like, you know, hovering over that energy and that keeps you in that spot, right? If you got to keep trying to keep looking at that, what happened, you're staying in the same spot instead of moving forward. All right, Sag, let's get into the body of your read here. What's going on for Sag? What do they need to know? Somebody wants to know about I started to say check. The Devil in the reverse. someone's getting anxious about some money owed to them, possibly, or getting I feel like losing patience. You need something, but you got to give that person or that thing, whatever it is, you got to give it time to develop or time to come through. I do feel like this devil's in the reverse because it's saying to deny the temptation to harass somebody over something, like frequent calling, trying to get whatever it is to go through, because they're not doing it in the time allotment that you want. And this may be about a check coming. It hasn't gotten here yet. It hasn't. Maybe you have something that's supposed to be deposited or supposed to be in the mail. Most of us, I think, get things deposited, but this may actually be about something coming in the mail, and you only got that one time of the day. Maybe it's a website where you can check it, or an app you can check it, but it only updates once a day. So you wait till around that time, and then you see, and it's like, oh, still no, still not, right? Have patience with it. You have the Three of Cups in the reverse here. Yeah, you're going to have to wait. I feel like something's going on where you have to wait for whatever money it is you're trying to wait. You're trying to see, trying to look for in the mail or in your bank account, whatever. This could be taxes. This could be a tax return for some of you. So be mindful of that. The Tower in the reverse. I feel like someone, you need to watch your mouth. Not watch your mouth because you're being nasty or anything like that, but maybe divulging too much I said too much energy maybe towards something, towards an outcome, but divulging too much information unwittingly. I've had to use that word quite a bit this week. Unwittingly sabotaging yourself. So just be mindful of that. Don't be tempted to divulge information that needs not be. In a situation, whatever the situation is. I don't feel any specifics on what it could be. Only you will know when it happens. Curb your tongue before you sabotage a situation before it gets started. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords here. When you are speaking, just only give enough information. This is about communication and knowing exactly what you want to say and what you need to say. You may have written some things down like, okay, I'm going to ask this, that, and the third. But I feel like they may come with questions on their end. This could be an interview. Divulging too much information. Really lay out your plans ahead of you with what you're going to communicate to them and what they need to know. Or if... I feel like expect a surprise question if you're going to an interview or something to that effect about getting a new job or a new position, whatever it is. What else do we have here for Sag? What else do they need to know? Anything else? Nothing else from this deck. We have Page of Swords overshadowing the read here on the bottom of the deck. The page is some kind of communication coming in, something to be clear, something coming about. Possibly it has to do, I feel like, with talking to someone. So just be mindful of that. You may get a phone call saying that you got that job, or you may get a message of some sort, whether it be texting or email, whatever, and from a job saying that you do have the job. So just be aware that you don't have to push too much with them, because just give them time, because it's all a process, right? Sometimes it takes a week or two to get a response from a job. Let's see here. Let's pull some cards for clarity here for Sag. We have the Fool in the reverse. This energy's together. I'm gonna do this. I feel like don't do something that you're not sure of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Fool is about doing things, walking on a path that you're not entirely sure about. not being able to see the outcome. It's in the reverse. I'm going to put this over here. I started to put it there, but I feel like it deserves to go here. Back with this energy of watching what you say. Don't try to go on a subject, or don't. I feel like saying it, if someone interviews you, there might be a phone interview for somebody, but if someone interviews you and asks you some things, don't pretend like you know, because you think that'll help you get the job. You're going to be obvious that you don't know it, and it may sabotage your chances. And this may be that divulging too much information as well. You have the Magician. I feel like you got this in the bag. I feel like this is somebody may have applied to a job they want, and they do have to have this interview. And you don't want to mess it up with that, because it is going to be something that it's going to be prosperous for you. And then you got the trust card over top of this, which is kind of like trust in yourself. Know that you with the whatever it is that you already know, the knowledge you have, or the skill set you have, you are already in the door. So don't divulge all this extra stuff or try to act like you know something you don't. You have the Hierophant. I do feel, because the Hierophant, I feel it's something like, in some decks, it's like depicting a higher up person and two people underneath, which can be about marriage, it can be about school, it can be about learning, higher learning. But I feel like in this instance, it's telling you this is about, I'm going to put it over here, because I feel like it's about a higher up. It's about someone that may hire you, or the hiring process. And it's someone who has control over a situation that you're dealing with here. I feel like they're asking you this. If you have an interview and they ask you a question, and they ask if you know about how to do something, or are skilled at something, and you feel you're going to try to overwork it, because you think that if they think you know a little bit about it, that they'll hire you. I think there's an opportunity that they will train you in that, so don't worry about trying to do that. It just makes you look stupid. It really does. So just don't do that. Wow. Okay. We have the Hangman. Something is going to begin to happen for you guys. You've been stuck in an energy for a little while. It could be about getting this job, whatever this job may be, or a job, or a opportunity. I just feel like something's going to come along here, and it might be this message that comes through here. Some kind of communication saying that it's all go. There's some progress happening here. I feel like it's unexpected. I feel like you've been in a situation for some time. Stuck, maybe unemployed, and this is something coming through here to get you out of that stuck situation. We have Nine of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this is like no longer having to try. Things are going to be getting to turn around. It's not something you're going to have to work so hard for, or attempt it again. I feel like whatever experience you have is enough to get you in the door. We have Death and Rebirth in the reverse. Don't resist it, whatever it is. I don't know what this is exactly. Everybody's, like I say, it's an individual situation for everybody. With this Death and Rebirth in the reverse, that is about to get to your success. You may have to start over, or start from the beginning. Start something completely new as well. It could be going into a new career. It could be, that may be why you wouldn't know something they're asking you, because you're trying to get into something that you, maybe you haven't worked in the position that they want you for. It could be you could have worked in the same kind of factory setting, or whatever it is, business setting, but you haven't done the field that they are wanting you for when they get on that phone or whatever. But I do believe like it's starting something new, and don't be afraid of it. Don't let that keep you stuck. If they say, you know, would you like to go for this? I feel like somebody's going to have an unpaid training though, so just be aware of that. You got to go through something where you're not getting paid for a little while, so you need to hold out and be able to hold out financially until the checks start coming in. Anything else here for Sag at this time? Not with that deck. We'll pull another deck. Anything else the Sag needs to know at this time? Someone's asking a question. I feel like this is an answer to a question if somebody's asking something. Might need to want to know about how something's going to turn out. That's what this feels like. How is this situation going to turn out for Sag? Ooh, okay. I'm going to keep all the uprights here for you. We have the Palace of Swords. This is about communication. This is about definitely, it's an air of whatever's going on. And these cards came out together. So, we have the Ace of Wands, which is definitely a yes if somebody wanted to know something. Maybe getting offered opportunities. Getting the job. I do feel like this is a learning experience. It's going back to possibly this needing to be trained for something. And needing to learn something, because this is about growth as well, though. This is about doing something different. We have the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles, building something, laying down some seeds, which this may be about going back to school, because you do have the Hierophant. This may be about going, maybe deciding to that you're not going to get the skills that you need unless you go to school for it. And this could be what this is for some of you. You have the Five of Wands, I almost said. The Seven of Wands. This is you overtaking, getting through it. You know, you're gonna be fighting a little bit. You gotta have to put a lot of effort in, I feel, to whatever this is. If it's going to school, it's gonna be tough. But I feel like it's gonna benefit you in the long run. Yep. Let's put those together. And then you have the Palace of Swords. Talk to someone. You have to start somewhere, and if you haven't, you've been thinking a while about going back to school for something to change your circumstances. I feel like you gotta actually. I feel like you may have been looking online for some stuff, but you really need to talk to some advisors, maybe some advisors about what it is that you're trying to do, and really tell someone what it is that you want to go for, and what is available to you. All right, Sag, I'm going to pull a Priestess of Light. I will not be reading from the book on this. I will just tell you what it makes me feel about your situations at this time. Okay, we have Clairvoyance. What? Clairvoyance. Inspiration, interpretation, and trust. We have trust in this card again. I feel like this has to do with, spiritually, in your heart what it is that you want and what you need to do. This card is number 35. It reduces to an 8, and immediately when I saw the 35, I thought of 8, and I thought of the 8 of Pentacles. Working hard towards something that you can be good at, you'd be happy with that. I do feel like something may have got you thinking about doing something in particular. Maybe a dream, maybe it's feel like something that gives you inspiration. Something you realize you have a skill for, or maybe going into a field that has you being able. I'm looking at the fact that this says interpretation. If any of you are bilingual, I feel like you may come upon a job that needs that in a person, and needs that quality and that skill set. So be mindful of that if you come across an ad or you hear about a job that it has to do with needing to be bilingual, I think you should take it. All right, Sag, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe, join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.